What's up, world? Your boy, a guy named Tye, reporting live from the Tye Aarons Podcast. And today, the podcast is brought to you by Release the Beast Fitness. For a limited time, to all of our listeners, you can get the Lean Leopard, which is for the ladies, and the Lean Beast fitness program for up to 40% off. Check the link in my bio or go to releasethebeastfitness.com/podcast to get an amazing discount. Anywho, let's hop into this. Holy, we're live again. I think I'm just gonna be live during the week. I'm not really trying to be live on the weekend. Sorry, that's my time, guys. You guys get me throughout the week. Just testing out something a little different today. I normally go live around midday, but I wanted to see what it was like to go live in the evening for once. Now, if you guys saw my live yesterday, or if you saw the post that I had made on my page, you know that today is about lifting. Now, I'm a personal trainer and fitness instructor, so lifting is definitely a big part of my life. But specifically, one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you guys about lifting today, because I just completed a really cool thing called the King Transformation course taught by Elliot Hulls, and I think I really appreciate the things that he has shared. I actually just finished it with my band of brothers that are part of MITM, Men in the Making, and that's a group that I host every Sunday for men to develop themselves, to have a space to talk about whatever they need to talk about, get things off their chest, express, and also hold each other accountable to our personal developments. So that was a really cool thing that we just finished. We just did 12 weeks. MITM is continuing, but we used that tool for the last 12 weeks, and now we're going to move on to some other stuff. So I'm going to be reading some things to you guys today from a little bit of excerpts from what Elliot was sharing about lifting, the importance of it, and I'll also be sharing like some of my perspectives and my ideas around these concepts. So week 1, what we did was look at lifting. So, and also this is this is very valuable to the men watching. Ladies, you'll get some value out of this too, but this is geared towards the men because we're trying to be kings in our own right, and part of being a king is being strong. So, where are we? Men used to be true alphas. In this modern day, though, men have been fed a big bag of bullshit regarding what it takes to be a man, and most of us have ended up as women. One thing that can pull you out of the darkness is lifting. So to be a king is to have a kingdom. In your case, your kingdom is your physical body and how you show up, your physical presence, how you breathe, and how you overcome resistance. Lifting can help you enhance all of these attributes. Being a strong man starts with the physical. There are many values, morals, and virtues that are important, but who you are can be seen in how you carry yourself, your posture, the firmness of your handshake, the way you walk. It all determines who you are. Now, that's just the introduction of this whole long thing about it, but I'm going to take a couple of things from what Elliot was sharing here about being stronger and foundations of lifting. So how you carry yourself. This is something that my dad has talked to me about for so many years. In fact, when he was a trainer, he was doing stuff, he had a thing called, I'm not going to tell you guys the name of it, but it's what he focused on was having proper posture with everything that you're doing. And it went beyond just the physical, but it started with the physical. How you sit, how you stand, how you walk, how you move. We're at computers all day. We're all hunched over like this. It cuts off our airways. Gives us upper cross syndrome. Our chest comes in and our back gets rounded. A lot of people that work in offices have hunchback. And you talk to me about having good posture. I'd be like, son, get your shoulders up to your ears, back, and down. Engage your back, open the chest, be proud when you walk. This opens up the airways. This lets me have more resonance in my entire body, so as I speak to you, you feel it. You feel the words coming at you. It's not just, oh, I'm here talking and there's nothing happening. It's like, it's open, it's expressive. It's a huge aspect of how you carry yourself. One of my goals anytime I walk into a room is to have presence in that space, no matter what room I'm in, no matter where I am in the world. And I like to see other people that also have that desire and want to walk with presence, want to have presence when they go places, that want to develop that energy. You walk in, everyone's like, wait, what? Who is that? Who is that person over there? A huge part of it is just, I stand tall. One thing that I do, especially after sitting at a desk all day, I take my hands like this. I go right up behind my head. I clap them together behind my head. I open up my arms wide, and I bring it back down. And that gives me a quick reset right away. My back is engaged, my chest is open, I'm sitting taller. If that doesn't work, the other thing I'll do is I'll imagine there's a rope kind of close to the back of my head. If I think of it right at the top of my head, I end up looking up, and I don't want to do that. If it's a little bit at the back, it's pulling me up. It's pulling me up from my spine. And I walk with that. I walk like that. And at first when I was doing it, people were like, bro, you're walking weird. What's wrong with you? Because it's like trying to practice. But now it's like, it's natural. It's my natural state. Practicing handshakes. So when I go to shake someone's hand, it's firm. I'm not grabbing the fingers. The web of the hands touch. It's one firm shake and you're good to go. I'm not trying to hurt the other person or anything. But a lot of this comes from lifting. Because when you lift, you have to have good posture. You have to have strength in that movement. I can't go and deadlift 495 pounds, which was my last PR before an injury, but I can't deadlift that with bad posture. I can't go over there hunched over. I need to make sure I set everything properly. I engage the right muscles. Otherwise, I'm begging for an injury. Throw out my whole back, and that's it for training. I can't go and squat anything if I don't have proper posture in my being. Because I go to squat, and I'm rounded over, and all of a sudden I have a bulging disc or a pinched nerve in my back or neck. And then I'm out. I can't hang out with my friends. I'm just going to be sitting on the couch in pain. And I don't want that for myself or you. So one of the first things is that your posture is the base of your being. The more you exercise, the more you train, the more that you're exploring these movements, these heavy movements, the more you're forced to develop your posture, and you start to see how it spills into every other aspect of your life. You start to see how you see yourself. You start to become something more, something that is greater than. So I'm gonna read a little bit more of this, and we'll continue. So, overcoming resistance always proceeds from a static position, whether it's walking, squatting, sitting on the toilet, or benching 315 pounds. All of these activities proceed from a static position. That is your posture. And your posture is formed by your habits. Your posture reveals everything about you. Let's do a quick test or experiment. I want you to have the posture of someone that is afraid, someone that is nervous, someone that is shy. You already know what that looks like. You already know what that feels like. You start to close off. You might hold yourself to console yourself. You're not looking up ahead, you're looking down at the ground. This is more of the posture of someone that's like, I don't want to be here. Now think of someone with posture that is proud, someone that is fearless, someone powerful. They even call them power poses, They say if you're feeling down, you should stand like a superhero. And it releases endorphins in your brain to make you feel good. Your posture says so many things about who you are as a person and who you will be as a person. It reveals your thoughts and your activities. I don't know if any of you guys have been downtown when the CanFit Pro Expo is happening, but you can tell who is a trainer, who's a personal trainer, and who's not. It's kind of funny. We have a walk. Like, you can tell right off the bat. Or if you've been around certain areas, like, I wouldn't say necessarily when bodybuilding conventions are happening, because like bodybuilders are huge, so you know that they're bodybuilders. But if you're downtown when CanFit Pro is happening and there's thousands of trainers in this one space, you know right off the bat, because you see the person walking, you're like, oh, why do all these people walk so weird? It's like, well, we're walking the way you're supposed to be walking. Like, you know. It says your posture tells you and reveals about your emotions and your self-esteem. It goes so deep into everything that you do. And posture begins with addressing your muscular imbalances. I mentioned the upper cross syndrome. That's when your chest is tight because you're here typing all day and you don't stretch your chest, you don't strengthen your back. So you start to have this imbalance and it gets worse and worse over years. And then you end up having this weird thing where your neck starts to tilt up and it changes. Even me doing this changes my voice. Now my voice it's deep, it's powerful, it's present. I start to do this and it's cut off. I can't even feel my chest anymore. I can't feel the resonance in my body. And you start to think of what that does to you in different situations, how it affects you in different situations. When you're dealing with people, when you're talking to people, then when you go to talk to people, you're automatically looking up at them. And in the social hierarchy, because we are still animals, in the hierarchy that we live in, you're automatically putting yourself on a lower totem than that other person. You could be taller than them. In fact, a lot of tall people have this problem. They're always ducking under doors and stuff. They're always looking down at everyone or trying to come down to their level. And then they have this thing where it's like they're more closed off. They want to be a part of this conversation down here. But also we're on these computers and we look up at people and it cuts our voices off and it makes us look weak. So that's what upper cross syndrome does. Causes a lot of injuries and imbalances. You wonder why you have shoulder injuries so easily, especially us that work at desks and offices. Because I worked in an office for like almost 6 years. So I know what it's like, and constantly trying to gotta stretch out my chest, you know. Gotta strengthen my back. We have imbalances in our hips and our shoulders. Half of us can't even walk properly or move properly because our glutes are turned off. When you sit on a muscle for too long, like we do, we sit on our couch, we sit in our car, we sit in our offices, we sit at the movies, we sit to eat food. We're always sitting. So our glutes, most of us, don't have strength in them. And what that then does is it leads to injuries, it leads to more imbalances. I have so many friends where their hips are like, they're sticking out like this. Especially you girls. Especially you girls with no butt. Like, and you wonder why you don't have abs. Because as you turn out, you stretch this out. You get a distended or extended stomach. I know some trainers that do that. Especially girls that try to do that want to do bikini modeling. They have no butt. And they're sticking out their butts to try and have one. It's kind of funny. Instead of developing the glute muscles to the, like, there's only a certain place you can go genetically. You can only go so far. But we go into, well, we have these things where it's turned off. The glutes are turned off and not working. And that leads to other issues. So you want to go in, you want to fix your upper cross syndrome. You want to fix your lower cross syndrome. So you have to strengthen your core and your butt cheeks and stretch out your hip flexors and stretch your lower back or get more mobility there. And that helps with the posture. I had one client and we helped increase his height, his physical height by 2 inches because we helped straighten out his spine. I'm doing all sorts of mobility drills for his back and stretching out his chest and developing the muscles. And hey, stand against the wall. Put your feet against the wall, your butt, your shoulders, and tuck your chin in. It's going to feel so weird. But it helped him, and it actually put 2 inches on his height. That's how far forward he was. It was wild. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. So we're gonna read a little bit more about this because I just want to touch on the imbalances a little bit. So once you've got structure, strength is next. So strength is about performance and overcoming resistance. The greatest thing about resistance is that it never lies. It's black and white. Either you're strong or you're not. You're strong enough to lift it or you're not strong enough and you're too weak. And you can overcome this by setting up progressive overload. You can overcome this by building the habits step by step, one day at a time as you lift. Now, we'll go into the benefits and stuff in a little bit. But one of the biggest things about lifting is that it's going to challenge you psychologically. There's going to be days that you don't want to do it. There's going to be days, even for me, there's so many days where I'm like, I'm in such a mode. I don't want to go to the gym as much as I love working out and training. Sometimes I don't want to do it. But it's important because I'm trying to push myself a little bit more each day. I want to look back in a year and say, oh, I've progressed by so much. 2.5 pounds a week. That's what I try to make sure that I'm increasing my weight by about 2.5 pounds to 5 pounds every week on my lifts. But in a realistic manner. So some weeks I'm like, I have nothing in the tank. I need a deload week. I have to plan those things in and stuff. But constantly pushing yourself. When you push your physical body and you push your mind to push your physical body, the other things come easily. So one of the things he was sharing here is that there's no substitute for lifting. You can't go and run and get the same results. Running is easy. It gets so much easier. You run for 3 weeks. Run for 2 weeks. Run for 2 weeks every day. Aim for half hour to an hour. And then after the 2 weeks, it's easy. It's cake. But when it comes to lifting, there's nothing that can replace lifting weights. Most of your struggles are easily overcome once you start lifting. Different pains that you have in the body go away because the body is forced to adapt. Being weak goes away. Being soft and timid goes away. Because now you're developing yourself. You're raising your energy. You're increasing your sex drive. So if you're timid with girls, that's not going to be as much of a problem anymore. Because the more you lift, the more confidence you have, the more testosterone you have in your body, the more you can go out and do things. It fixes your posture and everything. You feel like a whole different human being. When I think about before I started lifting compared to now, holy, I was a weak little bitch. Oh my gosh. And when I started out with calisthenics, and I love calisthenics, it's tough. When I added weights to my calisthenics, it's a different beast. And when I started lifting weights, I started deadlifting and squatting heavy and benching heavy. Changed the game. I don't even know who I was anymore. Turned into a monster. Yeah. Lifting actually increases your testosterone by so much. And as men, we need testosterone to move forward. We need it. Right now, our society is set up in such a way that it takes away from us experiencing our own testosterone. It takes away from our ability to feel, to be primal, to fight, to be aggressive. So the gym is one of the last places that we as men can release that energy and can hone that energy so it's not just frenetic inside of our bodies, in a way that we can then go and be productive with it. The gym helps us with that. Working out helps us with that. Lifting heavy helps us with that. And I know that right now, a lot of you may not have access to or the ability to go to a gym. That's fine. Go on Amazon, get some kettlebells, get some resistance bands, get some simple weights, join a program like the Lean Beast program that is about to launch from Release the Beast Fitness. Currently 80% off for anyone that's joining for this Cyber Week sale. Had to plug it. Do something to get yourself moving. Do something to develop yourself so that you are more, so you can be more, so you can give back more to those around you, to your community, so you can be a stronger man, so you can be more potent, so you have more confidence, so you have more presence. Because at the end of the day, that's everything. That's the foundation for everything. You want to change the world? You want to be there for your family? You want to make your dreams a reality? Build a strong foundation by building yourself to the strongest being that you can possibly be. And then see where it takes you from there. Anywho, that's it for my live stream today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. That's it for Trainer Talk Tuesday. Right now, the total upgrade is only $20 at the link in my bio. I think it's like $10 off right now. The three things we have. We have the Release the Beanies campaign. We're trying to put 100 hats on 100 heads. I'd love to do more. It just snowed. And there's a lot of homeless people out there you want to help out. So get yourself a hat. Get someone else a hat. If you get it before December 4th, it'll get there before Christmas. So you can put it in a stocking to give to your family member if you don't want one. But just know any hat that's purchased, one is given. Actually, a care package with hats, scarves, wool socks. We want to see if we can get more stuff in that care package is donated and given to someone in need. Women, children, men on the street that have no place. There's about, I forget the exact number, like 4,500 people that are going to be without a shelter this winter. And with the restrictions that we have, it's not helping our people out. So we have to do our part. So make sure you check out the Release the Beanie information. The Lean Beast program is only 80% off this week. So don't wait. Don't slack. Go to the link in my bio. Get the Lean Beast. It's a 3-month program, 90 days. If you don't like it in the first 30 days, you got 100% your money back. But you get that Lean Beast program right now. It's the lowest that any of my programs are ever going to be. And lastly, jumpstart your fitness journey with a total upgrade. Mind, body, and soul. It is the ultimate tool. It's a culmination of me working for Wim Hof. Working with Wim Hof. Going to Tony Robbins conventions, meeting him in person. From me going to Vipassana, 10-day silent meditation retreats. From what else? From Project Life, whole bunch of things that I've done and experienced and learned for myself over the years. Even this King Transformation course. All these different tools that I've learned put together in one place. So it saves you the time, money, and energy and research to find these things. To first level up your mind so that your body and soul can flourish even more. So make sure you check out Mind, Body, Soul, the Total Upgrade in my bio. And that's it for today's live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I hope you have a powerful day. We're going to be live tomorrow. I'll share with you guys. I already have it listed out here. Tomorrow, you know what? I'm going to keep it as a surprise. But tomorrow we're going to talk about some more stuff. I hope that you got some value out of this live stream. Make sure you share it with someone that you love. And yeah, that's it. Peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Tye Aarons Podcast. Remember that right now you can get 40% off the Lean Beast, which is for men, and the Lean Leopard, which is for women, fitness program by Release the Beast Fitness, our sponsor for today. Hope you have a powerful day. I'm excited to see you or spend some time with you guys in the next podcast. And that's pretty much it. Peace.